There are billions of stars in the sky, so too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan, and my pronouns are he, him. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Flaps.
Tonight, we are playing Star Trek Adventures from Modiphius Entertainment. It is the official role-playing game of the Star Trek universe that is currently published by Modiphius. It is a game that I've worked on, and it is also a great way to play these adventures. With me, as always, is my very talented cast, who are very well-disciplined and don't mess around ever.
Never, ever.
So,
never, not, no how.
This is the second part of our fourth arc. So if you want to know what's going on, you should go back one episode to start that story. If you want the whole season, go all the way back to episode 1 to check out what we're doing here. Much like the show that this game is based on, we're aiming for a more episodic nature. We have one overarching plot line, but the idea is that if you want to drop in on any one of our arcs, you certainly may. So what we're going to do right now is go around and introduce our players here for the evening. Then I'll do a brief recap of where we were, and we will go from there. So let's start with our first mind player.
Hi there, my name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Thang, who is the Chief of Security aboard the USS Zagreus and a Klingon.
Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi, my name is Sarah Babe, and I'm being stared at by a beagle. My name is Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am playing Kasha Tal, who is the captain of the Zagreus, and she's a Trill.
Let's move on to our next mind player.
Hi, I'm Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers. The beagle just sneezed on my character sheet. I am playing Tira Sidak, the Orion Lieutenant JG, who is the flight controller.
We end, of course, with our Chief Beagle Officer, Stan Lee, who may or may not return for this hour. Though I am always afraid in adding the pets, because I'm sure that's when we get all the comments of like, why don't you just do a show about them? I put a lot of time and effort into writing these games, and they're just like, more Beagle, please.
Hello, my name is Stanley, and I'm playing.
When we last left the crew of the Zagreus, they had been tasked to be the Starfleet representation at the Pelosian Rally, which is a space race by featuring a type of ship called a skip runner. They mingled with the various pilots, including a blast from Sedok's Orion Past, as well as a fun drunk Uncle Klingon, who apparently likes girl drinks. And I'm just making that canon right now.
Yeah.
The captain and her chief of security conspired with each other to get the Klingon pilot drunk so that he would be in no shape to race, and then they could sub in their flight officer.
He voluntarily.
Unfortunately, the next day, they discovered that the race was delayed because Valaka Zimeda, the Orion pilot, and his ship had disappeared. But when we open on tonight's adventure, we see the Zagreus near the mid-system asteroid belt. They've got a smaller ship in a tractor beam. You found a ship, but
He's not on
Zimeda
it?
is nowhere to be found.
Is this something he's been known to do in the past, in my experience?
No.
Just like, okay.
That, like, he would, like, why would he give up his shot? Like, you know, this is the most
Not gonna throw away his
prestigious.
shot.
Right? No, he's not going to throw away his shot. This is like, you know, the Indianapolis 500 or the Daytona 500 of skip running. So he's not just going to blow it off. Like, I don't care how many Orion girls he brought with him. So we cut to the bridge, and Gunny says, well, preliminary scans, Captain, are showing that the Golden Boy is undamaged. I'm getting the double horns from Brad, so
Great. Now I know it's awful.
but it's powered down, and there's no signs of life aboard, Captain.
Somebody get on that ship. Get me whatever the logs say. I want to find out what happened. Somebody scan that asteroid field and let me know if anything's going on there.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, didn't Valaka, during our conversation, during the pre-party, mention something about taking big risks? Could it be that he took too big of a risk and is now being hunted?
He's not going to take that kind of a risk before a race like this.
How well do you know this man?
Unfortunately, very well.
Like,
So how long did you guys date, says Gunny as he's...
boom.
Oh, now I have to decide if that was the thing. Like before he was an absolute douche nozzle.
Character choices!
Ooh.
Meaty character choices for Tawny to gnaw off the bone.
I
in a
think
totally-
maybe he became a douche nozzle after we dated.
Yes, and.
Or
Yes,
you guys
and.
never dated, but you always wanted to date.
No,
and then you
it's
got caught.
yes,
I
and.
think we
You
dated.
have to,
I
yes,
think
and.
we dated.
Did you make him choose the ship or you?
Absolutely not.
Both of them would have chosen the ship, obviously.
He may have tried
I mean,
to make
fair,
me
like
choose
that.
the ship or him.
Mm.
Or did you just get caught and get
Or when
shipped
I
to
got
Starfleet?
caught.
Yeah, you got- you-
shipped to Starfleet, and he was like, I ain't doing
Oh,
long distance.
Well, shit. No
Or-
LDR for me, baby. Sorry.
Oh, he gave you a Dear Jane letter, a Dear John letter, or whatever.
A Dear Valaka? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so Gunny says, how long did you date? And I think Tira looks over at him so sharply. Okay.
So a year and a half?
Okay, like 7. And he used to not be like that. So I'm just gonna start with that.
Lieutenant, what kind of enemies might he have made?
Captain, may I scan Lieutenant for caught feelings?
Negative, Gunny, let her be.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, may I scan Gunny for... Never mind. I'm gonna keep that one inside.
What kind of enemies?
I can assure
might-
you that my awesomeness ratings are off the charts.
Very slick, Gunny.
Gunny.
Very slick.
He's not a threat to you. You don't have to make up for it by trying to be super awesome in front of her.
Anyways, Rob, what kind of threats would he have, or enemies would he have made that I would know about?
Lots.
Okay.
So his a part of the Zimeda merchant fleet.
Totally legitimate merchants?
Of course.
Okay.
Like,
Orion merchants are always very legit. Everything's always above board.
Vareed Zimeda is his father. Like, I want to differentiate just because we already had our run-in with the sketchy Ferengi underworld. I don't want this to be another underworld story. So,
Or Gulak's smuggler parents.
right. So I'm like, yes, there's going to be that they are connected to shady stuff, but the Zimeda family really presents an image of like, that was in our past. We are legitimate now.
Is the shady shit that he races on the, whatever on the down low?
Yeah.
Well, I think his son now, like, they were involved with skip running since the beginning, but now that his son is this famous racer, they can talk about it much more like publicly.
Yeah, like skip racing has gone from like, oh man, we don't fucking talk about that, or the cops are gonna come, to like, okay, we do this in a controlled environment. It's still dangerous AF, but let's go.
Well, I think original skip racing was like
To the death.
well, not to the death, but like I think it was basically like you strap an engine on a frame and then you fly it as fast as possible.
Have you seen The Expanse?
A little bit.
Okay.
This was a little bit of an inspiration for that. Like,
Okay.
Like the racer ship. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like these are all like long, sleek, like dragsters. And drag racing, I think, is also another good analogy here because it like, there's a difference between street dragging and then like the long like roadster quarter mile type stuff.
Okay. To be honest, Captain, there are a number of enemies that not only he would have made, but also his family. Perhaps you've heard of this Zimeda merchant clan, and it's innumerable.
Okay. Thang, do me a favor and look up whatever you can on the Zimeda family.
Beep, beep, beep.
Any active conflicts.
Give me a reason plus security roll.
That's not too bad, actually.
You made a face like it was bad.
Well, basically, every success you get to ask me a question about.
Yeah.
Thing. Hold on. I'm assuming you're using the ship's computers?
Yeah.
Because when you're aboard the ship, basically the systems aboard the ship automatically help you.
Awesome.
So I'm going to roll that because I rarely get to roll these dice, and I rolled a 19, so never mind.
Oh.
That just means you don't get an extra
At least it wasn't a
success. Yeah, at least it wasn't a 20.
No information found.
Oh, I rolled a 20. Does that help?
Oh.
No information found.
I rolled a 9 and a
Flashing
20, so
now.
I got a success.
Back to
No.
life.
I'm going to create a pretty obvious complication. Still has feelings for Valaka.
Haha.
Fine.
Oh, the one that got away.
Captain,
We are leaning into the feelings part of Lasers and Feelings here.
Captain, it's likely that I could reach out to his father, and he would probably.
that then.
Okay.
Game Master, my one question is, who took him?
The kidnapper.
I thought I had him.
Riposte!
Sorry, I forgot you had a success.
I have a question, and that was it. Unless you guys know of a different one.
Well, yeah. Feel free to workshop it because she does have a question. Otherwise, you can. I can just tell you something.
Enemy of enemies.
And you can take that as momentum.
Who's the enemiestest of the enemies?
In the list of enemies that the
Who's the
merchant
most prominent? Who's the most prominent
here,
Who stands to lose the most if he doesn't race?
or win the most?
Win the most if he doesn't
Who is
race.
the most prominent opposing clan?
Okay.
I mean, does that work? Or
well, let me.
I mean,
they would do it though.
I have an answer to give her.
Okay.
I mean, if we don't want that question, that's fine with me. I was just throwing it out there.
Well,
because it was your role.
Yeah.
It's Thang's role, but I think your tactical mind thinks and goes, it's not an outside influence per se. It's probably one of the other pilots.
Yeah. Because I would think if somebody was trying to make sure that they win, the best way to do that is get rid of the most dangerous of the competition. No matter what. It could be that this is an inside job, Captain, for somebody trying to fix the race, as it were.
Who's the favorite to win?
He was.
It was Valaka.
Who's now the favorite to win?
Talul, the Vulcan.
Thing? How do you feel about bringing a Vulcan in for questioning?
Captain, I don't think that my feelings are very important in this scenario. I think that we should probably bring in who we need to bring in.
Perfect. Bring her in.
I'm trying really, I feel myself going Vulcan today for some reason, very logical.
No, it's fair.
So I'm trying not to do it too much, but it's how
No,
I go.
Dude, that's fair. It's all good.
Okay. So I think we'll run that scene. Do we want to do the scene where you call Vareed?
Boy, sure.
You can use my ready room if you'd like.
Thanks, Captain.
You're welcome.
Would I have been on first name basis with him, or would I have called him like Merchant Captain?
Mr. Zimeda.
I feel like Captain Zimeda is
Captain,
probably where
okay.
you're at,
Future father.
especially since you left.
Yeah. Left. Yeah. All right. I guess
Did we ever describe your ready room?
No.
I feel like we need to build this set. Let's.
Oh,
describe
right.
it.
Yeah. I think the ready room is just
I guess what are these is probably ways. How was the set redressed from the Enterprise ready room?
I feel like it's a combination between Picard's ready room and Janeway's. So like there's a little section that you can like be on a couch and stuff. But
when the Bajoran comes over,
damn it.
ready room.
Captain's always ready.
I do like that we are embracing the inherent horniness of Star Trek in this run. So.
I think I probably still have a fish tank. It's just a different fish.
Okay.
They come standard. In
They just change the light bulbs. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And then along like the what would be the top molding in any like normal house or whatever, this is where I have my like model starship collection.
Every captain has that. Come on.
Very Mass Effect.
Yeah,
I was about to say, do you just take a of the Mass
Is
Effect?
it a model of every ship that you've served on?
Aw.
Yeah.
So it goes all the way back to like the classic, like those old scientists, round nacelle ships.
Yeah.
And off to one section, there's a bunch of skip runners.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is like normally it's like the Enterprise A, the Enterprise B, the Enterprise C, but your collection is a whole bunch of
everything.
Different ones. Maybe it goes all the way around the
Oh my god. Oh, and like I have starship recognition, so I probably have like there's probably 2 rows. There's the ones that I've been on and like I've served on and driven and whatever, and then there's like one of each current Starfleet vessel.
Your Lego replicator budget is just blown up. They put out the new Akira class? Okay. Commander Zachary, you're in charge for the next 2 days.
Couple of noises.
You walk into the captain's ready room. Don't come in here. Click, click, clack. Clickety, clickety, clack, clack.
I'm not playing with my spaceships.
Bloop, I'm busy. Bloop, bloop. I said I'm busy. Hey!
Sir, the ship is being attacked. Oh, fine.
Wait, let me map it out first. What's out there?
All right. We were revealing so many interesting character traits here on this episode.
Zachary, I'm doing my models. Take care of yourself.
You do those swooshy wooshy and the pew pew pew. Okay.
You got a commander badge. Do it.
All right. I make sure that I look like very perfect Starfleet material. Double check that the eyeliner is on point. Also, and then I hail their ship.
Why do I picture his dad as Matt Berry?
No, he's a serious guy.
Matt Berry's totally serious.
No. I honestly want him to be like a De Niro kind of like old good De Niro, not like old man De Niro that takes.
No. Wait. The guy who does the stuff with the unicorn.
What?
In the movie?
Edward James Olmos.
Thank you.
A unicorn?
Okay. Yeah, from Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the thing I would have recognized him from, but please can it be Edward James Olmos?
Yeah, I think
he makes me scared.
He's lovely. He's super nice.
As a captain, I'm always yes,
God,
sir,
yeah, well,
absolutely,
God.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're reaching out to his flagship, which is called the Rogue Fortune.
Oh.
Like for how shitty his kid is at naming ships, he's actually pretty good at it. And he is in his version of the ready room, which I feel like is much more like a CEO office, like a big wooden desk and
mahogany.
Space mahogany, sure.
Spahogany.
Spahogany. If it was a star, it would be vibrogany. Tira.
Captain Zimeda.
Out of all of the people that I thought would contact me from Starfleet, you are the least likely.
Well, I'm here now, and I'm gonna cut to the chase, and I'm going to apologize in advance, because I am coming to you with bad news.
What happened to my son?
We're here at the Pelosian rally, and as you, I am sure, are aware, he was to be racing this morning. However, he has gone missing. His ship is intact with no signs of tampering, and his companions were still here. So I'm reaching out to you to find out if you know who might have an interest in seeing that he doesn't race today.
Is there a ransom note?
I am assuming not. Was there a ransom note?
Find out if there is, how much it is, and you can tell me how much I need to bring when I arrive to assist you in looking for him.
Is there a reason to believe that there would be a ransom note? Do you have any idea who might be interested
I assume that anyone who would harm Valaka would not be stupid enough to kill him. He is much more valuable alive than dead. Please inform your captain. I will be in the system shortly.
Straightforward. I like
Well, okay then.
I heard that.
I take a moment to gather myself before going to tell the captain. Captain Zimeda is on his way into the system to assist in the apprehension of he wants to know if there's a ransom note. God! Why do they make these things so warm?
It's very cold in space.
Lieutenant, I remind you, you are still on duty. Gunny, quit staring.
I'm scanning here, all right? I can't help if the surfaces are reflective.
Have you found anything?
You're not gonna like it. Boop. On screen. Floating body.
No. No. Stop.
No spacesuit.
Stop.
Legitimately dead? I put a hand on Taraz's shoulder.
Beam him directly to sickbay.
Aye, Captain. Bridge to sickbay, Dr. Sunshine, we've got incoming. Get your autopsy program loaded. And then do we cut then to sickbay and...
Yeah, I'll be in sickbay.
Yeah, so we cut to sickbay. You've made contact with Talul, and so you're going to meet her probably down in the spa.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be? Are you going to be grieving somewhere?
Oh, boy.
Well, think about that.
Okay.
I feel like we need to have the the inquest, and then we have the feels.
Yeah.
So,
Lieutenant, you are relieved of duty for now.
Thank you, Captain.
Gunny, take over.
aye, Captain.
Zachary, you have the comm.
Yes, sir. Cut to the autopsy table. We've got the sheet over him, and what weird thing is Dr. Sunshine doing this week? Oh, we see him as he strips off his gloves, and he's got his nails painted.
Goth face.
No, well, actually, it's like rainbow.
Oh,
like
nice.
each, and he kind of looks at them.
Your nails look very nice, Dr. Sunshine.
Thank you. I'm trying to decide which shade best reflects my humanity.
That's a very hard color to find.
Especially when you can see in the electromagnetic spectrum, because there are very, very like this, and he taps his fingers, and it's 2 shades of red. He's like, I see many different shades, but you just see red.
Doctor, maybe you should change your optical sensors to be just like human eyes. How can you see humanity if you don't have human eyes?
That's a very good point.
And while this is absolutely fascinating, I really need to know what is going on with this body now.
Yes, of course, Captain.
Thank you.
Signs point to the deceased dying because he was sent into space unexpectedly.
Are there any signs of struggle?
Not ones that I would expect. Like, if there's no signs of struggle as far as like a fight or anything like that. There were some wounds on his hands that made me think that maybe he was clawing at the airlock or something like that.
Okay.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. That was very good. But it was just straight exposure.
If you were to ask me to theorize as to what killed this Orion, somebody shot him out of an airlock.
Thank you very much for that information.
Cut to the spa. I understand that the race has been delayed, but I would like to answer whatever questions that you have for me so that I can continue my preparations once the race has been reinstated, I can make sure to win.
Pull out the chair, sit across from Talul.
Are you doing the cool person sit? No.
That's called the Riker.
Yeah.
No, that's the leg over. I'm thinking more of the the Captain America,
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
you've
kids.
murdered a skip runner.
I pull out the chair and sit like it is designed to be sat on.
Oh, yeah.
Talul, I've been made to understand the people of the Vulcan race are considered logical. Why, perhaps, do you think we've called you in to join us in this facility today?
Because I am a suspect in the disappearance of Valaka Zimeda.
Oh, you're not in the spa. You're in the. I forgot that we called the brig the spa.
Yeah.
Bra the sprig.
The bra is the sprig.
Wonderful. Then we can take away all formality of pretending that you're not here under suspicion of leading Valaka Zimeda to his death.
I can assure you I am not.
You did not show any surprise when I told you that Valaka is dead. Why is that?
Surprise is an emotion.
I've not been led to believe that the Vulcans do not contain the ability to have emotion. Where were you?
It would be it would be logical to try to eliminate the favorite pilot in the race.
I see.
But it would be illogical
Mhm.
for me to do so.
Because?
I am better.
Interesting. Gulak had mentioned something similar as your sentiments yesterday evening. Where were you yesterday evening?
I was making adjustments to the polarity inhibitors on the engines of my vessel.
Do you have any people that are witness to you being in the shipyard at that time?
I do not have witnesses, but I'm sure you can check the surveillance footage from the ship hangar.
So, would you say that you were present in the ship hangar most of the night?
I would say that, yes.
Did you notice any shuttles leaving? Perhaps Valaka's shuttle.
I did not notice his shuttle leaving. That was after I had retired for the evening.
Did you pass anyone on your way out of the hangar?
The Klingon, Rasha.
Rasha.
He was weeping. It was pathetic. I really
considers nods.
I feel like there is definitely a flash of there was a flash across your face of I want to hit this punk, and then yeah, no, that's fair.
Tulul, thank you for taking the time to answer our questions. I will let you know as soon as you're able to leave.
Thank you.
Rob, is this bitch really a fucking Vulcan?
Yes.
Okay.
She thinks Tulul is a secret Romulan or something.
yeah, actually, legit.
I was going to say, I feel like I see the Charlie Day conspiracy board transport in behind her.
Oh, yeah.
See that?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Here I was thinking Sarah had cracked the entire case open. I've been looking at her out of the corner of my eye, and then she's like, Rob, is she really Vulcan? And I'm like, damn it.
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? No, what?
We have his shuttle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's in our shuttle bay.
It can be, yeah.
It's in our shuttle bay.
Okay. Do you want to talk to Chief Engineer Itor or to Ensign LaSalle? Who do you want to assign to?
I want a security team and I want an engineering team sweeping up and down, in and out, taking it apart, putting it back together if they need to. I need them on that freaking thing.
Okay.
I need all of the sensor logs. I need the black box, his diary, whatever. Like,
because here are my thoughts. Like, if Tulul was out doing calibrations until late in the evening,
She should have seen his ship taking off.
yeah, but if he left after, why don't we just check the security log of who left and stuff? Because if we have the security feed for the hangar, we should be able to check that.
I'm also concerned that's what or whatever did this is still on the shuttle. That's my concern.
We
Which is
can
now on
That
the
or
ship.
he took off like,
Yes.
somewhere and someone tractor beamed him in and
Mhm.
fucked with his shit.
'Cause
Right. But I feel like something like that would have left residuals.
and
Whether it be from the impulse drive or tachyon quirks, I don't know.
because Gunnar also mentioned there weren't any.
I'll give you a
life
solid
signs.
B on that Technobabble.
I know it was so bad. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay, no.
That's why the experts usually here. to
Yeah.
provide
Yeah, I
us
mean,
the-
Ethan's so much better at Star
would have
Trek
had
than
some
I am.
really great Technobabble.
Really great Trek no babble.
Yeah, Ethan is so much better
Such a
at
sleepy boy.
Star Trek.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm.
we got so distracted.
This is my favorite part of mystery scenarios is watching the folks talk it out and the gears turn. Because that means I usually don't have to do anything, and B, sometimes their solution is more interesting than mine, and I just sort of go, "Yes, you're absolutely correct."
Also
There's
get that
the
damn.
creepy twins,
Oh, the binary?
the binary,
The binars.
because one of them could have taken their ship and picked up the other one that did the thing.
But we would still have residuals from whatever ship. So there would have been something.
I guess the answer
we-
is check security logs.
Yeah,
Yeah, check the
And-
security logs, get the binars in the spa, get Rasha in the spa. Double check to make sure she's Vulcan. Because I just don't fucking trust the goddamn Romulans.
do we have Dr. Sunshine go in and give her a physical? I'm not sure how exactly
Yes.
we do that.
I don't care how. We just do it.
Okay,
Okay.
what scene do you want to do here?
Two ideas of where I am, but I need to know if holodecks work like this or not.
Go ahead.
So my thought was
Sarah's like, all right.
my thought would be to set the holodeck to like a skip racer that we worked on together and just sit in it and feel my feels. Is that how
Oh,
holodecks work?
Yeah.
No,
That's 100% how they work.
My second option was to find my favorite spot in the brig and just sit in a corner.
No, the brig is
Push
too
it
fucking busy
over
right now.
Yeah,
But then y'all
there's like
kept
there's
saying
like a
the brig.
45-minute wait for a table in the
Y'all
brig
kept
right
saying the
now.
brig, and then I was like,
My question for that scene is who comes in to like listen to you? Now, I have two options.
mhm,
I mean, I feel like the obvious choice is Gunny,
mhm.
but I also like the idea that it is Commander Zachary.
Mm.
Oh, but I hate him.
That's
I know
what
that's
makes it
why it's an
good.
interesting choice.
That's what makes it good.
Is there anybody on the ship you don't hate besides Dang?
I'm a little busy in the brig. I can't go this time. Should
Bitch, I'm
I?
on to you.
Dr. Sunshine.
Should Dr. Sunshine? That's true. I could.
Said person.
there, human. I too am feeling your sadness.
Here's a question: does the person just go looking for her, or does somebody send them after her?
That's true, because why would
If
Commander Zachary come looking for
oh,
me?
if Commander, no, that makes sense. He's the commanding officer right now. I'm busy doing the autopsy stuff. He needs to make sure you're okay. It was after the shift change.
Well, I also feel like I feel like I want to play out some dad vibes here.
Mm.
And so I feel like he's got some serious dad vibes.
Yeah.
Did he wander in because it was his time on the holodeck? You just totally went in, unsigned up. You're just like, whatever, no one's in here right now. And he like rolls in like,
Like
You
the-
know, then he's got like a
practice
Hawaiian
room.
shirt,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his surfboard, and he's
No,
like,
no, 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 no.
Something like that,
He's
you
ready
know?
for golf.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
practice room at school. You're just like, oh, no one's in here.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
And then oh, you're right. No, so we see you in the cockpit, and maybe you're dabbing your tears a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, you just started crying. You weren't crying for 10 minutes. Just
Yeah,
you
of
just
course.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
just a only.
And then we hear the
just-
of the
Oh
arch.
yeah, the arch. That does make that noise.
I have studied these noises to make with my mouth, so we don't have to use the clips and get
Yeah.
sued.
I mean, Ethan's also very good at the noises too.
Paramount is not going to sue us if I'm going, you know.
Not unless we do it real good.
Excuse me. I had this time marked out. Are you gonna wrap it up? Who's in there?
It's no one.
Dumbass.
Well, no one.
Well,
You did a great job of recreating a SJ Lightning 57 Delta. I mean, you even got the tubing for the gravitics down perfectly. But I have reserved this time so that I could golf the Mons Olympus Masters course. So I would be very appreciative if you wrap this up.
After the round of golfing, I'm gonna mow the lawn.
He absolutely
the
is.
best part about holodeck grass clipping, you don't have to blow or trim anything.
It just goes.
afterwards.
Oh man.
You don't have
it's-
allergies after.
Well, yeah, and in space, like that's green space. So it's like, oh, I'm back. You know, of course you know, like. I do like the idea that like everybody, you know, most people have these holodeck like I'm a gangster. I mean, yeah, he's like, no, he just likes cutting grass, and, like groundskeeping.
He feeds the ducks.
Yeah,
rose bushes.
yeah.
There's one swan that used to have a mate, but it doesn't anymore, and it comes up with the ducks and gets
Sarah,
fed.
don't make yourself cry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sarah invented a holodeck scenario to upset herself in the middle of
It's a record.
I didn't even have to do anything this time.
It's a record.
It's so cute.
Well, I like how in the space of 5 minutes we've turned Zachary from this like cranky old man to like, oh no, he's a little bit of a soft boy. It's okay.
I think as soon as she realizes who it is, even if he did recognize the lightning flipperty gibbet 73, she immediately like starts putting the wall back up. So I think she kind of turns and stands up and has already wiped away the tears. But of course, the eyeliner was perfect 20 minutes ago. It's not anymore. But I think she goes for the button right away to like turn it off.
Okay.
So
I imagine what it is you know, you basically say computer save program, you know, CDOC 1 or whatever.
yeah.
And as you're walking, like I imagine there's like a stair ramp like on the side of an airplane, and as you're walking down, the ship, you know, dissipates and the grid comes up.
Mm-hmm. But I think, you know, I had my back to him, kind of turned around to the chair, gave him the little nod, and was like, "Yeah, sorry. Computer save file. I'll get out of your way."
Hold that thought, Lieutenant. Computer run program Zachary Gardening 4. And sure enough, there's a pond, there's a little bench. You hear like wah, 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 wah as ducks.
fucking ducks. They're so cute.
Is that a rose bush?
Yeah. You know how long it took me to perfect that type of rose in this program? If you need time to yourself, go ahead, sit on the bench. I'm not going to bug you. And he actually he sloughs down his golf bag and says, I can get my round in later or after my next shift. And if you want to talk to the lake because you don't want to talk to me about your feelings, I understand that as well. I'll just be over here working on this rose bush.
Okay.
And I think we have this visual of like he's knelt down on the rose bush facing that way. She's on the bench facing that way.
My favorite part of this is he's working on a spiky, unfriendly plant on one side of the screen.
Symbolism.
And working at a rose bush on the other.
Joke.
I think it takes a solid like 3 or 4 minutes, and she keeps like glancing at him working on the rose bush and then looking back at the lake and being like, this is stupid. This would be so stupid. Oh my God, how stupid is this? And then finally she speaks up.
Well, I think is she saying that?
No, in her head. And then finally,
well, maybe that's what triggers it. Is he's right? Is he's cutting and he says, "Yeah, this is pretty stupid. You can leave if you want to, but I think you really want to talk to somebody because a lot of times you think you're hiding your feelings and you're not doing a very good job. And part of being a good XO is listening to people even when they don't want to talk."
I guess I know I'm not good at hiding my emotions. I never was, but he was the only one that, like, figured that out. For everyone else, I was always too much. Too much. But he knew how to talk me around until I knew what I was really feeling, not what I thought I was feeling. And then I went and got caught skip racing where I shouldn't have been skip racing, and he dropped me like I never meant anything. 5 years later, all I hear about him is he's just floating around, being an asshole, being the best skip racer in the universe. Girl on each arm.
Well, you know what I would say if I was the lake?
Blub, blub.
And then I would say, I think you need to recognize that there are people here who value you in the same way that you think that he valued you 5 years ago. And it's important to embrace what's happening now and to let go of those old feelings. Well, he does the thigh slap and he stands up.
God damn. Is he wearing sandals with socks?
Of course he is. They're Birkenstocks.
Yeah. Well, no, he was golfing, so it's probably cleats.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't put the cleats on until he's ready to golf.
It's part of the ritual.
So he's wearing the slides and socks.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, that's just...
We're doing some killer character work here.
It's peak, Dad. That's great.
You know, I think I'm done here. If you want to, if you need more time in the lightning, you can go ahead and take it.
Thanks, Commander.
As you were, Lieutenant. Cut to you coming into your ready room because you found something interesting on the surveillance video.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me ask you this. If you found something damning on the video about Talul, would you go to the captain first, or would you confront her directly?
I think I would confront Talul directly first.
Okay.
Sorry, Captain. Just that
It's okay.
Tara's feelings are hurt.
Fair.
I would probably send you a message.
You sent her a Slack message? That was an important evidence. Can you write back?
Lol, Vulcan's guilty. Ha 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 ha.
Vulcan, parentheses, question mark, end parentheses.
And the Vulcan is definitely an emoji version of the Vulcan.
I know how I want to run these scenes. Let's do your scene first, because
I'm just going to press my
communicator.
computer. Captain, I'm heading back to talk to Talul. Something has come up from the video surveillance footage. And I release the message, and I...
So what you found
Get it done.
was she was seen leaving his ship before it departed. If you want to try to pick up more details, you can give me a roll.
I sure can do that.
Go ahead and give me a reason plus security roll. Or in reason or insight.
Sarah's making a face.
Dude.
More conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
I'll do insight, security. Both are this reason and insight are the same.
Okay.
So
Your target here is 2.
okay. I'm trying to think if any of these would give me a bonus. Uniform Code of Justice?
No.
Oh.
Okay. All right, I tried. That was the only one that I could think about. I got a 4 and a 13. Both are under 14.
Okay.
Slay.
2. This time, I slam the chair so it's backwards and I straddle it when I do it.
Full Michelle Pfeiffer here. All right. What you noticed, what you noticed is, she left, and then about 10 minutes later, he leaves.
She left out of his ship. He went into his ship and headed out.
No, she left, and then he left out of his ship 10 minutes later.
Okay.
And
Does he ever get back into ship?
yeah, he eventually gets back on the ship, and that's the last time out. What you notice is that when he leaves, he's smiling.
We're all thinking it. Just say it.
Either bitch just got paid or bitch just got laid. On far, just saying.
Talul, let me paint you a story.
I love your paintings.
I was going to say, wait, are we going to see some thang erotic art here? Because that would be pretty funny.
A Starfleet officer calls a Vulcan civilian into an interrogation room and asks them a few questions. The Vulcan lies to the Starfleet officer and then gets caught lying. Does this picture sound familiar to you yet?
And what proof do you have of this?
I click a button and the security pulls up on the side wall of her leaving the ship, fast forward motion, and then him leaving the ship after her. I do believe you mentioned you didn't see anyone in the shipyard. At the ship bay.
Hanger.
The ship hangar yesterday evening.
She'll get there. She's going to cycle through synonyms. I am not proud of what I did. But I realized that after days, after months of planning and execution, I required an emotional release. Valaka offered this opportunity multiple times. So I took him up on it. But I did not harm him, nor did I sabotage his ship.
That's interesting.
Give me a insight plus security roll here.
Ooh. Is my words are cheap value helpful in this scenario?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Make that, so that's actually going to lower that to a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Because I feel like trying to incite a Vulcan is going to be a wee bit more difficult.
Yeah. I don't think I want to change my values, so I can't. Using the green die, you have to either adjust a value.
No, if you use the green die, you can use it to when you have the value. But if you want another one back, that's when you have to change it.
I'm going to use it now, so that I have that one, and then I just roll 1 die, right?
No, you still roll 2.
Still roll 2. Okay.
Yeah, and that's
You just have
2 successes
an
because it's
automatic.
set to an automatic 1.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see how much.
So this
I
can
get.
either generate momentum
Complications
or complication.
Or
You
question.
can also spend, if you want to spend momentum, you can get additional dice here too.
Since I have succeeded so far, I will hold on
Fair
to.
enough.
Yeah. Okay. 5 successes total.
Okay. If I saw something unusual on his ship, would that make amends for my previous misstatement?
I understand your question. I do believe it will depend on what you saw on the ship and how unusual it was. We have spent a lot of time today bringing a lot of people in trying to find out what has gone wrong. Let's see if it's worth the amount of time that we've wasted already.
Sick burn.
What if I told you that his ship contained Borg technology?
Borg technology.
Cut to the cut to the shuttle bay where the Golden Boy is encased in one of those modulated shield things that happen when you shoot the Borg too many times with the same phaser. And that is where we end.
I'm choking Talul in my mind right now. Why would that have been important, Talul? I wonder why we would have needed to know that information.
And that is where we end our episode tonight. Be sure to join us for our final episode in this arc next week. But until then, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
No.
I'm a fuck a bitch up.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.